no doubt about it.
It's
and
amazing.
Not only the teams are feeling it, but there's something to the fan bases who understand, oh, these guys. I don't care if we win another game. We want to win this game
one,
tonight.
Yeah. That's important. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Jermichael Green, Patrick Beverley out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Montrezl Harrell, and it's George in at the small forward position. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers, a skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Now here's Davis. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Leonard attacking, and it goes down 2 points.
Well, I like what the defense tried to do. They crowded Kawhi, but he's just getting so creative near the basket.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Outside, Kobe. Down low, here's LeBron. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
LeBron against George. Beverley for three. Cans it from downtown. Beverley's got his first 3 points of the game.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Let's go. Bryant's shot is off.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Leonard kicks to Beverley. To the paint. Tries it from 9. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Bryant against Leonard. Kobe, the pass to Davis. LeBron outside. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Brent, Montrezl Harrell out of Louisville came into the league as an energy player, but he can score as we're seeing in bunches.
Well, I think with starters minutes, he might give you a few 20-point nights, but mostly his impact has been huge with energy and effort coming off the bench, in constant motion around the rim, and a great finisher as well.
Now here's Rondo. Paul George unable to get his shot to go, and he misses his first shot of the game.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Harrell finds Beverley. Outside, George jams the shot with nobody near him.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. You need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
Now, here's George. After LeBron James's miss, it's good. 6 points for Paul George.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Paul George in 2017-18 taking his three-point shooting to new heights. In fact, Brent, the best percentage of his career. Most makes, too.
Well, he's one of the league leaders, Kevin, every year, and just becomes so dangerous from the three-point line. He's playing in that secondary offensive role in OKC. He pretty much feasted on catch-and-shoot opportunities with Westbrook having the ball.
Davis kicks to James. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Six on the shot clock. Outside Rondo. Over Beverly. No good off the front iron. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Leonard the pass to George. Harrell down low. He's guarded by Cousins. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. That's good from Harrell.
Well, Montrezl Harrell, seen by many as a throw-in in that Chris Paul trade, has paid huge dividends for the Clippers.
Both shots good from the stripe. They get a hand on it. Everly with the ball. And with Harrell standing 6'8". He seems undersized, Brent, but his wingspan measured over 7'4".
Well, the wingspan and the effort that he plays with, which is hard to measure but easy to see, makes him very unique at that position. Long arms, very strong, and just runs the floor. I mean, just takes off down the floor and hard to stop once he gets going.
Now here's Bryant. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rondo. To halt the run, it's deflected. George looking over the floor. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter.
Timeout, timeout. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the Lakers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Checked in for Los Angeles. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Lou Williams is checked in for Patrick Beverly. So it's the Lakers now. 9-point game.
Well, important to get great balance if you get bumped on your way to the basket. Still something that every player tries to get comfortable with.
And George with the stuff.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Leonard against Kobe. Just 5 on the clock. They could use a bucket.
Such an elite defender with unreal instincts. Kawhi Leonard consistent at locking up whoever it is he's guarding.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Clippers ahead. They lead by 11. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. most talented big men in the game, DeMarcus Cousins, talked about his maturation over time.
In a player that thought he knew it all, thought he was the best thing walking, and you know, I think I've humbled myself a lot since then. So, of course, my game has grown, my knowledge of the game has grown, my IQ, but it's just the typical thing from a rookie to, you know, a veteran.
You know, Greg, you see it on the floor now. When Cousins keeps his emotions in check, he's a force on the floor.
And Kevin, that's the key. When he's focused on the game and not the refs, he is almost unstoppable.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
The chemistry through the roof, and it's allowed them to build this huge lead after one.
All parts are working together, even the guys who have not put the points on the board making their subtle contributions.
We've got Green. JaVale McGee is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Cook in at the point guard position. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Green. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. The 11-footer, good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Cook. So many teams switching the pick and roll, and we can see it defensively, what it does. Our offense is countering.
I think the offense is what they're doing, Kevin, is being selective as to who it is comes out to set the pick. If I'm Steph Curry or I'm Kyrie Irving, and I know there's a big defender guarding my 4-man or my 5-man, I'm going to call that screen up to the top of the key and make sure that I can go at a weaker defender that's guarding either one of my players to gain advantage.
And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected. And you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
Yeah, this roster for the Clippers is in transition, no doubt about it. You think of the franchise's history, plenty of dysfunction, but over the last 5 or 6 years, they've been the best team in LA. Now it's a time for them to reset, try to find some new stars to carry it forward.
And he can't hit the second. And Brent, you look at the Clippers ownership group, the front office, the coaching staff. It's a different story now from days past, isn't it?
Well, it just feels a little bit more stable. It just feels like they want to compete at the highest level, and they will do the things necessary to commit to winning. And we've seen that happen pretty quickly for the Clippers.
And here's Kuzma. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Cook looking it over. Over Williams. And again, no good by the Lakers. Shot on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. They trail by 11. So the wing on the left. Pass to Kuzma. Back to McGee. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Davis. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Clippers leading by 11. Leonard with no one around. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
And herein lies the problem with trying to defend Leonard. His versatility. You take one thing away, he hurts you with another.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for the Clippers. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here is Cook. Dishes it to McGee. Lakers working the ball around now. Cook kicks to McGee. Right side Davis. Will it go? And it's denied. And Leonard has it in the corner. No good on the three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Green passes to Cook. To the middle. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
LeBron, he's checked in for Davis. Here is Cook. He kicks it to LeBron. And the rejection by Zubac. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Kobe's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Quinn Cook.
Rondo.
Clippers leading by 13. Leonard dishes to Williams. From the line. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far.
Sweet Lou Williams came into the NBA straight out of high school. I don't think a lot of people remember that back in 2005. The former 45th pick has more than exceeded his selection spot over the course of his career. Last year winning the 6th Man of the Year award.
And you look back on Lou Williams going in the second round, pretty surprising considering, Brent, he accomplished so much in high school just in the Atlanta area.
Yeah, the National High School Player of the Year, a state title, and he graduated as the second all-time leading scorer in the whole state of Georgia. He continues to fill it up in the pros. He's unstoppable at times.
James, no good on the free throw. Let's talk about team defense, Brent. To develop trust, it seems like guys have got to communicate on the floor.
I talk to my friends often who ask me about playing an NBA game and playing defense. They first start with saying that I didn't play any, but the second thing we get to, Kevin, is talking about really how intricate good defenses can be. You talk about communication, that's one thing, but throughout the course of the season, you build so much sweat equity on defense and trust by knowing that somebody is going to be behind you, hearing that voice consistently, but positions on the floor where you almost develop play sets as a defensive team. Now, when you reach that level, that's the upper echelon, but that's when it really gets fun to be down on that end, to shut a team down, to keep a crowd quiet. Defense always begins with great communication.
So many things, rotations and playing angles, and having the guy in back, you know what you can do well, what you can't do well if you're ahead of it.
Well, that, Kevin, and also great teams who are adaptable to make changes on the fly. All of a sudden, a dead ball, coach calls out a different coverage. You want to mess up the team's rhythm on the other end, and 5 guys, they snap to it and can carry out that defensive assignment in one play call. That's great defense.
Bryant kicks to run. Misses the layup.
And you can see at this stage of his career, just still not comfortable as a finisher at the basket.
Williams from outside. That one, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Kuzma passes to LeBron. 26 seconds left in the first half. And the slam dunk by McGee.
But there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Williams. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. And Beverly kicks to Harkless. Shoots over Kuzma. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Well, they're getting higher percentage looks, good game planning. The ball is moving around. Guys aren't pulling the trigger at the first thing they see. They're definitely staying disciplined. That's a big part of what has been having the lead at the halftime.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Clippers leading by 7. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Paul George is out there with Green. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And Harrell's in at the 5 spot.
And Paul George finding some ways now to be effective on the inside.
Rondo kicks to Bryant. Over Leonard. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Rondo.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Even though the skills have slipped for Rondo and there's been some areas where maybe he hasn't been a great fit for whatever reason, he is a natural playmaker, and last year showed signs of getting back to that kind of form, playing alongside Holiday, AD, and of course his old running mate from the Sacramento Kings days, DeMarcus Cousins. It seemed like Rajon Rondo that was reeled in last year and back to being laser focused.
And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Second half just getting started. About a minute play. James finds Rondo. On the wing, Bryant. Shot clock at 5. A 3-pointer off the mark. And last season, Brett, Rondo showing he can still dish it out. At the end of December, he had that game where he dished out 25 assists.
Yeah, I want to go back, Kevin, and find out how many teams had how many games where they didn't reach 25 assists as a ball club. What a night for him. The highest assist total by a player since 1996. That was a night Jay Kidd doled out that many assists.
And Beverley kicks to Harrell. To the inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. That's 12 points for George.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Davis against Green. Right side, Rondo. The pass to Cousins. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Bryant's got 3 assists in the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
now. Here's Leonard. 7 points in the game.
Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
Here's James. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Inside, here's George. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Rondo passes to Kobe. To the inside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Beverly dishes to Harrell. Throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a 3-point play. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Bradley's checked in for Los Angeles. Quinn Cook comes in for Rajon Rondo.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
And with Anthony Davis, you look at how young he is still. I mean, scary to think that his best games are still ahead of him. Not just this year, we're talking like 3 or 4 years from now. He could honestly be the best player in the league in a short time.
Here's Harrell following the score by Avery Bradley. Harrell finds Beverly. He gets that one.
Timeout, timeout.
Beverly's got 5 now.
The strength from Patrick Beverly is impressive. Takes the punishment. I don't think he minds it one bit and still converts.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Patrick Beverly grew up in the west side of Chicago. He said it was a pretty rough high school to go to, Brent.
John Marshall Metropolitan, and he was the head of a 1-2-2 full court press where he just racked up a bunch of steals. Can you imagine just not getting the ball ever over half court? That's because Patrick Beverly was up there playing defense.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Bradley kicks to Cook. Lakers working the ball around now. Knocked loose. Now Beverly. 5 points in the game. And here's Leonard from 3. Buries it from 3-point range. 10 points for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And the Lakers with another miss.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Here's Davis. And just miss after miss right now.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. To the left wing. Down low. Here's Leonard. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Oh, no. Just don't let him get his feet set. Leonard has become a deadeye on the catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Outside Bradley. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Shamet. Off target from three-point range. Lakers trail by 18. And here is Cousins. He feeds it to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, this is where Cousins' size helps him to have a passing window to find open teammates.
Now the Clippers with it. And Beverly kicks to Green. 32 seconds left in the third. Now here's Beverly. He's got 5. 2 points. That one goes. 12 points from Montrezl Harrell.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Here is Cook, defended by Beverly. Pass to James. Just 3 on the clock. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. There's the foul against the Clippers.
How about LeBron's patience there? The defender biting on the pump fake. Hard to stay down. It's LeBron James.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line earlier.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The free throw drops for James.
Size and speed and force of LeBron James is something to behold. And he just seems to be getting better and better. That is scary.
And James drills them both. And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Green out there with Avery Bryant. And it's Cousins in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Bradley against Williams. Pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. It's tipped. Here's Green, and they pick up 2. Green's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Clippers.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Cousins, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the Clippers get called for the foul.
Not a lot of front court players in the league can draw as many fouls as DeMarcus Cousins.
2 shots.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. You know, as dominant as DeMarcus Cousins is, he has a tendency to get in his own way and take himself out of games.
Well, we talk so often about other players in the league taking the offseason to improve some of their weaknesses within their game. I feel like DeMarcus Cousins in the last 3 years has matured immensely and has been much more in control of his emotions and his approach and maybe finding a new home. There have been some strides in DeMarcus Cousins and his demeanor that I think he should be very proud of.
Now here's Williams over Rondo. Williams' shot is off.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Got that one up quick.
Yeah, you got to know Bryant looking to shoot as soon as he gets the ball. The D can't give him any daylight.
Williams passes to Zubac.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Bryant looking over the floor. Rebound by the Clippers. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's George. Over Green, up and in from the low block. And the Clippers lead by 18.
Well, you can depend on Paul George to shoulder some of this offensive load. There are times where this team can turn over the reins to him. He capitalizes that time.
Now here's Kuzma. Offside Rondo. And the rejection by Zubac. And he gets it back. And he's able to get it back. Here's Cousins. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Cousins has got 4 points now in the quarter. Los Angeles leading by 16. Leonard with the ball. Outside, George. Over Bryant. The shot by George, no good. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. Kuzma can't get it to go.
The defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
Williams against Kuzma. Williams finds Green. Over Rondo, and Green gets it to go.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And one thing they'll discuss are the defensive rotations. And the other is in the matchup.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Paul George.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every play.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And that one falls for Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. 2 shots.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Clippers leading by 17. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Outside Leonard fires from deep. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Bryant. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Kobe Bryant.
Hey, how about that high release Bryant has? Really helps him inside when the D there is attempting to smother him.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. To the middle. Here's George. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
I can imagine a lot of things right now, but a comeback, that's not one of them.
Rondo can't get it to go.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Now here's Harrell. Shoots over Cousins, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Harrell's got 10 points in just the second half.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for George.
And he was remarkable. Absolutely destroyed the opposition. Any matchup he had tonight, it felt like he was going to dominate.
Paul George with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Beverly the pass to Harrell. Goes back up, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for 2.
That's good from Harrell. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here is Cook. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Dudley. Over Harrell. Dudley, no luck. Here's Beverly. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for